one of those helpful hints was just saying, "Have you tried swimming in lava?" It's like, no, I want to keep my life, thank you. Um, so happy Easter. Hi. Um, or would it be hi and happy Easter? Either way. Um, not real awake right now. I did not stay up all night this time. I just well I woke up to go upstairs at some point and stayed up and did one page and then went right back to sleep. Well, I mean, I finished the one page. Oh, that's what I was doing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what I was doing yesterday, in case you haven't seen that one, or thought, this is too long. Yeah, I realize I make long videos, um, but it'll be very rewarding when I get to finish it. And you'll be able to see how I got there if you watch my longer videos. That actually made no sense. There we go. Oh, since Xbox, I should be playing the other. Oh, I can't stream that. Never mind. I was gonna say I should be playing the other version of Minecraft, but like Minecraft preview or the Xbox One edition. I think it is that I have. And I think neither one of them would let me stream. Well, I know Minecraft Preview doesn't because it's like if you for example, because that was the new thing that just came out. If you've got baby mobs and not everybody else has baby mobs, because they're a secret that's going to come out eventually. They don't want you necessarily going and saying, "Hey, there's going to be baby mobs," you know. I actually don't know how, but Waddles has been able to stream. Maybe it's just an Xbox thing that we can't do Minecraft preview. I don't think he's supposed to be doing that. I don't know. But I know that I cannot do Minecraft preview as a recording thing. So I guess I'll have to do those after stream. We just did what? Mm, my husband's probably right. He's got different methods of recording because he's playing on the computer. Um, Husband didn't add because he's playing on a computer, but I'm pretty sure he's one of those computer players. So, um, a lot of the people that it's just so weird. A lot of the people play on their computers, and they have to press the like E key to do this and the F key to do that or something like that. And I'm like, dude, just get a controller. Yeah, and too many controls to think of. Um, in case you didn't hear him, he said that having a keyboard um gives you more um buttons to press, so you've got more control. And I'm like, I can't play that way. I learned how to do it this way, and I just can't do it. So last night, actually, the only reason why I was awake at that time to do the one page of my story, I mean, finish the one page of my story, I just, I wasn't feeling it yesterday. I don't know why. But, I mean, I was, but I wasn't. Mostly I wasn't. But anyway, was because my husband was watching, and I swear I turned it down, and either my husband was being very mean and turning it right back up again. That's what I thought you were gonna say. Okay, he says he didn't, so I'm gonna trust him. Um, but all of a sudden, I'd wake up and it was hey aloud again. No, because I turned it down. But I turned it down slowly, so so um, he's trying to watch the movie, of course, and I was sleeping right through it. So, which is very weird because, um, when I'd wake up, it was like, oh my gosh, how the hell loud is this? Well, I made it 25 originally, and then I think I made it down to 20. Um, I slowly made it down to 20, and then, or maybe I quickly did 20. I don't know. Whatever. I changed it to 20, and then I went down to 18, and then eventually 15. But that was still too loud. I woke up like 2 or 3 times. So then, like I said, when I woke up that last time, I did one page in my book, and like, I'm gonna go to sleep. And I did, and I woke up like 20 minutes before stream. It was crazy. Oh, yesterday we found out you gotta feed the llama before it'll follow you. You can't just wave the you can't just wave the wheat in front of them and they're definitely going to follow you. Because yesterday I was pretty much just not awake. What the hey? So you just decided you weren't going to play anything else after that? Really? Okay, I know that's going to play a long time. So yesterday I was watching certain videos out of my Watch Later collection, which were I lost it. The um Disney Dreamlight Valley ones, but then I was also watching Professor of Rock, and I would have watched the Chronicles of Todd, but couldn't find the first one. In the list, I just couldn't find it. So I'm gonna try to get that today because they're usually short videos. Um, Todd's a kitty cat. And seriously, anytime any cat owner is giving their cat catnip, I ask them would they drug their child. That has nothing to do with Chronicles of Todd. But, I ask them, would you drug your child? Nobody ever answers this question. But since I think of my kitty cats as my children, since the children are um out of the house, and I mean grown up and out of the house. They're not like grown up, or they're like married children, and all that stuff. Um but they're just too old for Easter egg hunts. I think okay. I always thought that was ridiculous. My my mother-in-law couldn't let go. Whoa! It's not even raining. Anyway, she couldn't let go, of the kids doing the Easter egg hunt thing, So my sister-in-law was like 14, maybe. She might have been younger than that, but no, I'll say that she was like 14 and still doing the Easter egg hunt. Actually, my husband was whatever age he was, grown up, married or almost married, and still doing the Easter egg hunt. I said that to say that I would probably be that parent still having them do the Easter egg hunt, not wanting to let go. I'm surprised that she doesn't make Brady do an Easter egg hunt. Brady is mother-in-law's dog. And my mother-in-law loves giving her dog treats. So, Brady's fat, which ends up, well, he's overweight. Doctor said that. That's not true. You just weren't listening because the TV was on. He is overweight and he's definitely not as fit and trim as when they first got him. Anyway, she loves giving him treats, so he's overweight, and that leads to, you know, medical problems. And then she loses her dog, and then, because it passes away. And then she does the same thing to the next dog. And she just won't stop. So I'm kind of grateful to have three cats that don't like treats, or their stomach can't handle it in Bobby's case. Now, I mean, if they came up with a raspberry flavored treat that was okay for cats to eat, Bobby would probably devour that. She'd love it. No, she loves raspberry. Just from the man who doesn't talk to the cat to find out what she likes and doesn't like. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, I think if I remember correctly, the chapter that I'm about to do is one that I like. I've just got to get myself to actually do it. But it was so much more fun to, watch the movie I put on, or to watch Nash Bridges before that. Or, wait, I'll give them a little bit more. It was so much more fun to do that, or watch the videos on my, from my watch later list. Um, so I just gotta figure it out. Also, it didn't exactly help that my husband was talking to Sid, but, um, it's just little things that can derail me from doing my story. And I really don't want to let it do that. I could get so much more done if I just could concentrate during the daylight hours. Yeah, because it's like all of a sudden my brain's not going, hey, the TV's right there. It's got shows, it's got movies. Yeah. Um, so I've become kind of a night owl. And it's like, yeah. But the problem is that I end up staying up. Um, I end up staying up until like, say 2 o'clock in the morning on a good day. It's just 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning I can handle, sleep, I mean, um, going back to sleep afterwards, and I'm usually pretty fun, pretty okay after that. But other night, the night before last, I stayed up until I was awake at 3 o'clock in the morning and stayed up until 6. Cannot handle that. But yeah, I kind of thought I'd get all the way through all of the Dreamlight Valley ones because there was the promise of free stuff. Um, a new code with free stuff. So I was like, okay, just in case that free code came up already, yeah, just in case it came up already, um, need to watch the video to see what the new code is. So then there's I want to catch up on the Don't Stop Meowing family videos, but I also want to catch up on the Chronicles of Todd, and I'm still wondering if he's gonna like rename his channel when it's not, when Todd's not with us anymore. Or is he gonna keep it that? I don't know. That's why I didn't specifically name my channel after one of my cats. And my well, as my husband just said, the main purpose isn't the cats, is mostly the video game play and to advertise the books. I advertise them at the end of the video. No, I'm not. Um, because of course, you know, when I'm not doing video games, I am. Oh, sorry. I've got Pop's Disney Adventures playing silently in the background, and the exit to the Haunted Mansion looked like a scene from National Treasure for some reason. That's a movie with Nicolas Cage and this other actor that is recognizable from he's also in a movie called Failure to Launch. It has, I want to say that's Matthew McConaughey. Not entirely sure. Um, and no, it's not Jennifer Aniston. Um, oh, Sarah Jessica Parker. Anyway, so that one guy's in both of those movies. He's kind of the sidekick type in the well, he's kind of the sidekick in both of the movies, but in National Treasure, he's kind of the sidekick. At one point, he says, um, he says whatever line that he's supposed to be saying because I can't remember right now. But then he's like, but take it with a grain of salt because I broke a shoelace this morning. That's supposed to be bad luck, you know? Um, they were in the, uh, like the top of the world kind of area. And I'm kind of wondering just now, how do we know Australia's up and I mean, yeah, getting my directions wrong. How do we know that it's not that Australia's actually up and that America's down? Because the map shows that America is up and Russia is up and um, all those places, and that South America is um down at the bottom of the map, and with Australia and uh the bottom of Africa and all that. How do we know that's not the other way around? I'm just wondering. Anyway, I'm trying to herd the llama over to the that llama. I'm trying to herd him over to that spot that goes over to oh this spot over here. And then, you know what? I think we're going to have to feed this one. Okay, I guess we have to have a safer way for them to get down. There. Um, so yesterday I was trying to make everything stone over here so they wouldn't. Oh, I was gonna get all angry at the wandering trader. And it's not his llama. Unless somehow he lost his clothes in the swim. Somehow. Well, because there is no way that you're finding land anytime soon going the way that you were going, little llama. Actually, it's a big llama, huh? Most of these llamas are like, I am going for a swim whether you like it or not. You know? I'm getting very frustrated having to save the llamas all the time. Oh, I was gonna save the llama again, but that's a squid. He's okay. You know, I don't know why, but that made me think of lemmings. They're an animal, and they go over to the cliff, and they just jump off into the water. And somebody was trying to convince us that it's not suicidal in nature. I mean, it's not like they're doing it on purpose to end their lives. It's just, it's something else. And they were trying to convince us that was something else on one of the YouTube videos, and I'm like, I don't see how. I mean, I could see if it was, um, if it's like they're running from a predator and they're running from a predator and they ran out of land to run on, and for some reason God didn't give them the instinct to stop and find another way, or like maybe, you know, fight back. But yeah, I don't know why he went. He's given all the other animals a way to defend themselves. Like skunks are cute and cuddly, but they've got the stink, and big cats like tigers and lions and panthers and cheetahs and stuff. They've all got claws and teeth. I don't know. You get away from that water. I don't know. I think of the weirdest stuff when I'm doing this. Of course, it goes with the llamas because the llamas are being lemmings. They just jump off into the water, no thought of they might find deeper water and drown or something. Um, because the Minecraft people actually did put in that they, get tired and start to drown. Anyway, I'm trying to get them to that big old staircase over there, and hopefully they'll go up and save themselves, and they'll go to the area with the gas station, and um I'm just gonna leave them free range up there. Or my husband was suggesting that we put a farm out there. But I think that would be like okay, so we had a theme park, Marine World Africa USA, and that's what it was when I first started going there. I wasn't sure why they named it Africa USA, but it worked. they had endangered species. So, so they had endangered species. So like when the Bengal tiger became an endangered species, they got added to the list of animals at the park, and they had parrots and um, what else? Well, they had water skiing. Oh, they had butterflies at one point. I don't know if butterflies are actually an endangered species, but they added to the um, fun of the park. So, like I said, I do not know that they're actually endangered species, but I think they were at the time. They were like specific butterflies, and the first butterflies that they had in there, um, it was like too cold or too hot or something like that, and they all died off. So they had to go and catch more. So it was like if you went through the exhibit, there might be like five five of them alive, and ooh, I just thought of a devious way to, like if I was really salty. I mean, I am really salty about being fired, but because they're still getting away with it. Yes, they are. Anyway, I'm still salty about it, but I just thought of a devious way that um that I could go and um I'd have to find my name tag because on the back of it was secret code for something, and I could go and call those out and be like, getting everybody into a panic, but I'm not like that. That would be fighting. That would literally be fighting fire with fire, or actually, that would probably be more like, nah. They don't take the name badge. They just take the stupid vest that I don't think that anybody should have to be wearing in the summer. I mean, how else are you supposed to distinguish between um, workers and customers? Let's see here. Maybe a T-shirt that says that store's name on it. But it's like if the home office isn't hot, then nobody else is. They don't care about their workers. They don't care about their customers. As long as they make sales, they don't care. Okay. Um. Yeah. So okay. So this chapter that I'm working on, Sean and Jesse want to go out on a date with Ashley and Chantel. I want to say they're going to the movies, but I can't remember right now. Oh no, 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 no! They're not going to the movies. They're going to the lake. They're going to the lake, but then it's like, how are we gonna um how are we going to explain that, we left the house nice and dry, and then all of a sudden, we've got wet hair, and um, the captain's grandma. We call her Grammy Patricia. And anyway, she gets in on it and goes and says something about, when we got back when we got back to Grammy Patricia's, we were saying goodbye and the skunk sprayed us, and Grammy Patricia insisted that we use her washer and dryer and um, get the clothes clean, and then um, of course we smelled so bad that we got sprayed by the skunk, so we had to have a shower, stuff like that. It was, but I said it a lot better in the um I think I said it better in the book, but um yeah, so that's their plan, and that's what they're going to do. But the thing is that Sean and Jesse drove their trucks out to a certain spot near Sean's favorite tree, which is in a clearing in the forest. And they went to the lake. Were you not listening? I mean, at least if you're going to heckle or add to the conversation, you can listen. Anyway, but the thing is that, to get back out there again, they didn't want to walk. That would take too long. So they took their horses for a ride, but their horses got upset because they didn't get a long enough ride. Well, Jesse goes and tells his horse to go, um, to go kiss Chantel's horse. And at one point, Chantel's horse was named Marion. Because I really love Robin Hood stories and Maid Marian, you know. Um, okay, I keep hearing really loud footsteps, and I have never seen Hero Brian in my, uh, in my. I'm not hearing things. Stop it. He's, in a stage whisper going, "You're hearing things. It's all in your mind." Yeah. No, that's you. Anyway, he's trying to scare me. I keep hearing really, really loud noise. Really loud footsteps, and it's like, okay, the sheep cannot be making those loud footsteps. I'm pretty much not walking because I'm uh, flying, gliding, flying. Um, it just doesn't make sense. Um, I keep hearing those footsteps, and I'm like, what's going on here? So last night, while I was working on my story, our cat Bobby came over and actually laid down on. Um, I sleep with my sleeping bag as a blanket, and she came over and I had that on my. I had that had that covering me, down to my feet and everything, and I mean down past my feet and everything. But she came and laid down on my lap, and I thought that was so cool because she's like never done that before. I've been trying to talk her into it, but she's never done that before, and she finally did. So, yay! You stupid. Well, if you hadn't jumped in the water in the first place, I wouldn't be having to rescue you. Would you quit going for a swim? That's it. Normally, I wouldn't do that. And I would not do that to my cats, no matter how angry I get. Um, I've made I've made Sam go to his room a few times. And I shut the door. Don't worry, they've got a litter box up there. They don't have food or water, though. But I usually put them in there for, like 5-10 minutes, whatever, and then let them out again. So I don't know who it was, but I was watching a video yesterday, and Zendaya was saying that during that rewrite the stars, the rewrite the stars, that part. Anyway, um, during that scene, while they were practicing, I guess, um, and Hugh Jackman was there apparently, and all of a sudden he hears this noise, and somebody had passed gas, um, and the other person, uh, the way she told the story, it sounded like maybe Zac Efron had done it. Um, anyway, they whoever it was though, um, blamed it on her, and and no, she says it wasn't her. It was the other. It was the other party. Anyway, I don't know what exact what happened because obviously I wasn't there, but she made it sound like it was the other person and that they blamed it on her, and I don't know why, I just remembered that one. So, So yeah, I even stopped and played Dreamlight Valley for a red hot second yesterday because I needed to find the blue chest, and I finally did. I thought it was really weird because apparently they've got a timer now, I guess, where it only shows. I mean, where the next one only shows up when you found the first one, and they didn't have that before. Like it was always, maybe you've got the one in um, the one on Dazzle Beach, and you got the other one at the Forest of Valor. All you had to do was go over to the Forest of Valor, and it was there. Well, in this case, that's not how it worked. So I'm getting confused. But anyway, I can't wait until um, Wednesday because we're supposed to be getting. I think we're supposed to be getting a new Star Path, and we're definitely supposed to be getting some new characters. Oh, I said new characters. One is confirmed. I have no idea if we're getting characters or character. I have no insider information on that subject. What's your game doing to you? Oh, camera angles. I can relate to that. If you go in certain areas of your Dreamlight Valley map, it just doesn't it doesn't work very well. Okay, so we've almost got it to where the llama is not going to want to go where um isn't going to want to go there because it's stone. But because it's stone, um I can probably talk the llama into going on that stairway path. What? No, I'm trying to get him to go away. He's supposed to go. No, he's supposed to go up there where the stairs are. So he's supposed to go up there where the stairs are so I can rescue him. Great, now I got rewrite the stars stuck in my head. They're like, what? Why did you put that there? Yeah, what I'm trying to do. I know this seems kind of stupid right now, but what I'm trying to do is get the llamas to come over here. There we go. Try to get the llamas to come over here. So yeah, so they'll do that. Um See, that's a lot and that's a lot easier on llama. Instead of having to hop up and hop up and hop up and hop up. There. If I could get him out of the way. It's like those little puzzles where you gotta move the one part to the you gotta move the one piece to the other part because the part that you're trying to move isn't gonna move otherwise. Something like that. Move, please. And when did a cow get in here? Are you guys having arguments? You stupid. Okay, so I think what we need to do is bring this over here. No. Okay, wait. If we... 1, 2, 3... I don't know. I thought that was really cool when Zac Efron went to go watch his brother on Dancing with the Stars. You know, here he is, this big Hollywood star, and he stops to watch his brother on Dancing with the Stars. It was so cool. Oh. There. Now let's see if we can rescue Llama, because Llama's too stupid to rescue himself. Well, you are. He said, hey. Get over there. Get over there. I am trying to save you, stupid. There. Kind of getting tired of trying to save the llamas. Well, I am not letting any llamas unalive themselves in the ocean. Not on my watch. Trying to get the cows to see reason. Yeah. All I'm trying to do is get them to go up. It's not working, but... Or at least go over to the spot where the stairs are. Yes! Saying no. See? The llama's not there anymore. I don't know if that's because they despawned because they were too stupid. Or if it's because... There. I don't know if it's because they despawned because they're too stupid. Or if it's because they went up the stairs. I wasn't paying attention, so... Hmm. You know, if they ever made like a Minecraft 2 or something like that, I would like, or just maybe an update, I'd like some definite girl villagers. You know, like, make them have... What? Yeah, other than the witch. We're assuming the witch is a girl. Because otherwise, you know, it'd be a warlock. Or a wizard. You know, because it could be Harry Potter. These two I can actually use wheat on. Come on, come with me. Ugh. Ha 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 ha. Now go up the stairs. I got them out of my way. That's all I care about. Now, if any more animals spawn over here, then I know that they can spawn on stone. And I don't think they can, but good experiment, you know? Okay. And then tomorrow, when we play this, we'll be able to get the other side. And skinny it up to the stairs. And then, I mean, there could be that we're gonna run out of this side and start in on the other side. But I doubt it. There's still a lot of this side to go. There we go. Hey, Sam. Sam, I know you like the sleepy bag, but Mama's getting overheated. Yeah, he's happy. You know, he's super happy with the toasty warm sleepy bag, but most people call it a sleeping bag. But yeah, I'm getting overheated. So, we're gonna have to convince him. Yes. Since it keeps sounding like he's saying, no. Actually, I just came up with a really good idea of how to get. I have no idea what it was though, because I just lost it as I was trying to explain it. It's okay, we'll figure it out. So I say, odds are I'm doing it already. I just couldn't explain it. I have no idea. Well, I tried. The llama unalived himself. I did not do it. No, seriously. The llama unalived himself. Or herself. I don't know why the llama wouldn't want to live. Yeah. Oh, I thought I saw 3 cows all of a sudden. I'm like, I didn't feed them. Well, Sam, if you would let me take this sleepy bag and put it where it belongs when Mama's not using it, I think we'd both be more comfortable. Well, he's kind of over here acting like he's not comfortable. Okay. Wait, where's the bottom? I really gotta stop letting them do that. Well, over there and around the corner is where the ships are, and this is continuing the build by making it to where there are no spots where the ship can't get through. It's not the point. He's being stupid and logical, saying that the ship doesn't move. He's being a jerk. Yeah, but it's like one of these days I might be able to build this on... I have to perfect it first, but I might be able to build it on computer version. I'd have to buy it again because my computer came with... no. The computer before this one came with Minecraft, and then somehow something happened, and I didn't have it anymore. Oh, I went to a certain website, and it corrupted my computer, so then I had to go and, I think it was a computer before this one, but anyway, whatever computer it was, I had to go and get, I had to go and take it to the computer doctor, and it got deleted off my computer somehow. And I don't understand because he said it was supposed to be exactly the same as it was before the problem. And it's not true. No, actually, I think it was this computer. But anyway, whatever. It's got like 2 versions of Windows on it. I mean, not 2 versions, but 2 copies. Are you finally coming around to my side? No, he just changes positions. Yeah. Like he was sleeping with his head toward me, and then all of a sudden he's not. Okay, Mama, Papa. Oh, gotta feed the baby. There you go, so you can grow up big and strong. So now we got a problem because okay, now we got a problem. Um there, but hopefully they cannot get it on there. Oh, that was another thing that was on, I want to say that's, no, it couldn't have been that same video. Um, on one of the videos I was watching yesterday, turns out that Keanu Reeves had a big crush on Sandra Bullock, and Sandra Bullock had a big crush on Keanu Reeves, but nothing ever happened from it. Like when they were on the movie Speed, because like he was like, okay, this is not a romantic date, this is work, and he's very serious about his work, if the videos can be believed. And from that one sentence, I would say yeah. But so like they never dated. That'd be so funny if it was like those are the two that are meant for each other, and they haven't gone there yet. It would be kind of funny. Um, I did not like it when when in number 2 she wasn't with Jack. She was with some other guy. And what was it? Cruise control? Speed 2 cruise control. I think that's what it was. Anyway, I think he was a cop too. And I I don't know if he had told her yet or not. But anyway, like he was a cop too. And they're on this cruise ship for vacation, and he ends up having to take care of the bad situation. But I don't really remember what happened in that one. I like the one with Keanu Reeves better, the first one. On the other hand, if they ever make a Speed 3, or ever did make a Speed 3, that wouldn't make any sense. What I just said. But, that's the first one. Or it makes sense, but it doesn't. Something like that. Okay. I must be hearing those guys. Could you take your llamas to the gas station, please? You and your llamas. I will let you set up shop. I will let you charge $6 a gallon if you want. As long as you take you and your llamas out of this area. But just in case, wouldn't want anything spawning on this side and falling right into the water. That would be bad. So, problem is that after we watch every single episode of Nash Bridges, we're probably gonna have to start putting in the DVDs of Murder She Wrote so we can watch the whole series. But there's 11 seasons that way. Honey, there was an episode that I know you've seen and you were saying you hadn't seen it. It's just that you were playing video games at the time instead of actually sitting and watching it. But so was I, so. There's a vehicle going down the street that mildly sounds like a boat. So sometime before we go on this vacation, I have to sort out what pants and shorts and stuff that I want to take with me to wear. I really only got to worry about the one outfit, cause whatever outfit I'm gonna wear for Saturday. But no, I'm probably gonna wear shorts and a t-shirt. But I also have to figure out what outfit I want to wear that day, for Grandma's birthday. So it's not a girl thing. It's just I want to be prepared and get it done beforehand. Like where some ladies they want to go and make sure that they've got the perfect outfit. It's not one of those things. It's just that need to um I need to figure out a outfit that's not um that's not too summer clothes and not too, because I really don't know what Grandma would want me to wear, and what somebody's going to think of as inappropriate and somebody else going to say, oh, that's fine. I don't know. I think I'm worrying for nothing. Grandma's going to be happy as long as we're there. So, it's Grandma's 90th birthday. Oh my goodness. Um, I've been putting a, you know, as much as I can, I've been putting in um, the idea that I am not going to be streaming on Saturday the 18th unless I wake up hideously early and then therefore fall asleep in the truck on the way there. Like if I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and just could not go back to sleep, I might be streaming for a little bit, but it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm definitely gonna have something for the YouTube watchers because I can do that any old time, and then just make sure that it gets out at 11 or whenever. Um, I usually try to shoot for 11, and sometimes the internet just doesn't want to cooperate, so then it gets out at 2, or one day it didn't get out until like 6. That was ridiculous. Hey! Got two wandering traders, and one of them's trying to drown his llamas. Maybe what he's really trying to do is, like, get his llamas away from the barren wasteland. No. Besides, why would he be giving him ocean water? It's a little salty. It's not that kind of salty. Go, you stupid llamas. They're like, okay, if you're gonna call me stupid. Yeah. I don't know if we can save all the... Well, they disappeared. Oh, no, they didn't. They went up there. At least that llama did. Oh, there's the other llama. Let's hope the llama saves himself because I am not interested. I mean, I'm gonna do it. I just don't wanna. Sam, get your claws out of my sleepy bag. Well, he can't have his claws in your sleepy bag either. I know you got a blanket. That's not the point here. Take your llamas over there. You know what? You're a bad llama owner. Now, on the other hand, I did not say I am a great, I'll think of it, uh, villager, keep, like I love the villagers so much I have to save them. Normally I do. Normally. Just the wandering trader drives me nuts because he's a bad llama owner. Thanks to that, I was thinking, put him to sleep, And I'm like, okay, putting your animal to sleep is, taking them to the vet. They're old. They have too many internal problems, You gotta put them to sleep. But, people use that as, like put your kid to bed. And it's like, that's not how it works. Because when it puts your kid to sleep, you would put them asleep. I think about all kinds of weird things because I'm an author. How does it... What? And you put them to bed and they hopefully fall asleep. And you know better than that. Our kid did not go to sleep. Ashley was like still up 3 hours later. Sorry, I'm not putting up with nonsense right now. No, I, I don't like those people that, they're making a video. Um, I want to say it might have been Waddles or Unspeakable. Anyway, they're over there just like Brianna and saying, I'm a great animal lover. And they kill they unalive every single animal that they see. I don't like that. It's like, I need this one for food. I need this one for the leather. Yeah. Okay, so in theory, we are ending this at 11, but like I said, in theory, because you know me, I always find something else that needs to be done. See, I don't know if that's dirt or refined dirt or um dirt path or, well, it's not dirt path, but what kind of dirt it is. Coarse dirt, yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Coarse dirt. I don't know what kind of dirt this is. He thinks he's having a grand old time. Maybe he is. I don't know. Okay. What are you doing? No, he's like pulling at his foot with his teeth, like somebody else I know, but not that extreme. Bobby goes and like, acts like she's trying to pull her nails off. Her claws. She acts like she's trying to pull them off. And I'm like, you're gonna need that foot someday. And she goes, oh, I do? Okay. And stops, but, it's just so weird to see her do that. But she wasn't really raised around, she wasn't raised around other cats. She was raised around her doggy sisters, and one of her doggy sisters kept trying to jump on her head. I think in a lot better place mentally now. Huh? What are you talking about? No, I said Bobby was in a better place mentally now. Because she doesn't have her sister trying to jump on her head all the time. Yeah, actually it is. Anyway. Yeah, I think Bobby's in a lot better state mentally. My husband's trying to say that because she's not cuddly all the time, that, she can't possibly be happy. And I think she is. Not all cats are cuddly. I know it sounds weird, but not all cats are cuddly. Um, we've got two cats that are, and then Bobby Goes when she feels like it. Hey, Sam. Sam. Ah, thank you. Finally got the sleepy bag off my lap. It's next to me though, so it's still keeping me warm, and I need to move it. Of course, this other song is kind of stuck in my head too. It's the one that goes da 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 da. And then there's something about 1,000 times or 1,000 years or something like that. Um, I've only heard it on um America's Got Talent, so I don't really know what the words are. Because it's one of those where they do their audition and they're relieved that they were done. They might be crying, and they play that one in the background, so you can't really hear it. Sometimes, and I like that. I think I like that better. Like if they actually got through um that far, they might have one of their songs. Or not one of their songs, but they might have a recording of them singing a song. That's what I was trying to say. Um, so yeah, I think I've run out of things to talk about. I'll find something, I'm sure. Um, okay. It's gotta be something. Um, like today's Easter. That is so cool. A lot of people don't celebrate Easter for the reason why we're supposed to be celebrating Easter, though. Like, um, like the reason why we celebrate Easter is because, Jesus died on the cross for us. But there's a lot of people that are just in it for the egg hunt and the candy. It's tradition. But why is it a tradition? Yeah. So, anyway, that's why, uh, Big Idea has VeggieTales. Big Idea is like the mother company, and um um like how Coca-Cola is the company, and they also make Sprite and orange soda and root beer. I don't remember which root beer, but some kind of root beer. Oh, Bargs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't like Bargs. It doesn't taste like root beer. It tastes like black licorice. And if you don't like black licorice, then you're stuck. drinking a different root beer, which is actually good because there's Mug, my favorite, and AMW. Mug Pepsi product. Yeah, Mug's a Pepsi product. And AMW's 7 Up? 7 Up. Oh, he says Dr. Pepper owns 7 Up. Oh, it's like Kraft Heinz where it's like all one company name. They're, they like both own it together. Um, I did not know that because 7 Up was its own company for the longest time, and I did not know who made Dr. Pepper, but Dr. Pepper's okay as long as it's a Jelly Belly. It's actually pretty good when it's Jelly Belly. I haven't tried it in a very long time, but I don't want to like go to like I don't want to go to the store and like buy a 20 ounce of Dr. Pepper. Besides that, 20 ounce is way more expensive than a 2 liter. I remember when a um I actually remember when a 20 ounce soda was less than $1, and then it got to be $1. $1, yeah, it was respectable. It was okay. After that, oh hey no, because like it's up to $2.38 or something like that now. Higher or lower? He says keep climbing, but the last time I saw it, it was 2 something. Oh, the latest on a 2 liter is $3. No, I was talking about the 20 ounce was 2.38 or whatever. Yeah, Coke thinks that their product is like gold or something, and to them it is. But to the rest of us that actually want to be able to put their kids through college and eat and pay their bills and stuff, it isn't. I'm Coca Cola, in case you're trying to say, yeah, Coca Cola. Um, well, there's something. A good example of, people doing Easter because it's, Jesus' reason for the season kind of thing. Um, versus people that are just doing it for the Easter egg hunt and the candy is my sister-in-law, actually. I had, 1 year I had Ashley in a really nice dress. That's our daughter. I had her in a really nice dress, and Kylie is wearing this. Kylie's one of my nieces. Um, she's wearing this. She was either wearing pants and a t-shirt, or she was wearing the not so pretty black dress, black based dress, and I'm like, that is not. She was probably wearing t-shirt and jeans that year, but when my daughter was 1, when Ashley was 1, um, Ashley was wearing the purple dress. I think. I think Ashley was wearing the purple dress, and um, Kylie was wearing the same dress in a different color, and that I liked. That was awesome. But that other year, I was like, okay, and mom at least tries to get the whole family because not everybody goes to church, but mom tries to get everybody to go to church with her on Easter at the very least. Um, my nephew was actually going to church with her for a long time. I think until they moved, and then it would have been an hour to go get him and an hour to come back. Well, probably over an hour to go get him, over an hour to get back, and he doesn't drive yet. He was 13 last I remembered. And he hasn't had his birthday this year, if I remember when his birthday is properly. We don't get to see them except for, on special occasions like grandma's birthday and maybe Christmas, whenever we go to them. And it like really bugs me when mom's over there going, "All my chickadees are here," and I wasn't even invited. It's like, excuse me? I mean, I got on my. I texted her and I said, um, I wasn't invited. And, I think I made it clear that it hurt my feelings that she said that. And she has made a conscious effort to not say it that way again, which is awesome. Yeah, she could have said all my local chickadees are here. Because we ended up moving to South Lake Tahoe because, we ended up moving to South Lake Tahoe because of the fact that, um, his parents, my husband's parents, got a gig, working in a motel, and except for that, the thing wasn't up to code. I wouldn't have stayed there at all whatsoever. Um, it didn't have like, it didn't have, um, bad bugs or anything like that. Um, it's just, it was, too cheap. But it wasn't like that one place where, no, I mean, when people come and stay at the motel, it was only like $30 a night, depending on what time of year you're staying at. Um, so it was, it was like super cheap, but it wasn't like that place in Fairfield, California that, um I'm not gonna call them out just in case they're still in business, just in case they're still in business, but they had crusty sheets. No, no, no. It was a crusty bedspread on the bed. I mean, it wasn't okay. The sheets were okay, but the bedspread, very questionable. And I didn't like that. So, anyway, we ended up moving to Tahoe. And then eventually, um, I moved back in with my parents for a while. But we got back together when our daughter was 3. And we moved into this nice townhouse. And it had 2 bathrooms. But it was like cold as heck in the winter. We didn't know how to run, we didn't really know all the odds and ends of running a fireplace. So, like, maybe the flue was open all the time. I don't know. But it was like, very cold. And there was like a angry presence at the top of the stairs, staring down at me, man shaped. I know it sounds really weird, but it was man shaped. And I don't know why, unless there's, an evil presence there that I really don't want to know about. Like maybe somebody got unalived in that townhouse. I don't know. But it was 2 blocks away from the lake. It was um less than a mile to get to the library. The one of the grocery stores was within walking distance, and if we wanted to walk that far, the casinos were up there too, and so was the movie theater that I worked at until so I got really excited because Pirates Pirates of the Caribbean movie was coming out in May, and I wanted to let everybody know, but I didn't know how to do that properly at the time. Um, so I was getting loud, and I realized, I didn't realize this until years later, but duh, my voice was probably going into the movies, and, people were like missing stuff. I have a very loud voice sometimes, and, yeah. So, I didn't realize that until years later, though. I'm like, I don't remember having the first conversation, but he's like, we've had this conversation before, and it's like, I didn't realize until later. We probably did. I just don't remember it. Not the point. That'd be funny if he's watching this at some point and going, yeah, we had that conversation. I just don't remember. But it's okay. Because, like, I was pregnant at the time. I didn't really want to be working. And then my husband ended up getting a different job. And we just couldn't stay there anymore. And that sucked, because that was only $900 rent. Now we got a $1,200 mortgage, and we're keeping up on it. It's good, yeah. Like, seriously, there's an episode of Blue Bloods, and they're having, like, a guy's night out, and, Frank and Henry are watching The Boys while, I want to say that might have been the episode where, Danny and his wife, because I can't think of her name, were having a weekend getaway from the boys. Every parent needs a weekend getaway from their kids every once in a while. And, think that's what it was. But anyway, whatever it was, um, they were supposed to go watch um, a movie or uh, or or a Broadway play, something like that. Anyway, they're supposed to I think go watch the Book of Mormon or something like that, and um, turns out Aaron says that it was um, not a movie that the boys should be watching. Um, it was something that like the boys shouldn't have been watching, whatever it was. I don't think I got the. I don't know, but I don't think I got the title right. I don't know. Um, maybe I did. And just I don't want to I don't want to get like Donny Osmond and his family upset at me because they are, as far as I know. But anyway, like I wouldn't want anybody thinking that, just because you have a different religion than me, it's a bad thing, I mean, if you're like, we gotta sacrifice llamas all the time or something, that would be, yeah, I don't condone that at all. Okay, I wonder if we can get this guy to. Okay, no, you need to go that way. That way. So if you go that way, llamas will go that way. And then I can save the llamas. Come on, llamas. Go over there too. Maybe I need to save the. You know what? I'm done. They are driving me crazy. Keep flying. They keep swimming away, and they're driving me crazy. I tried. You saw. I tried to save them. But since I don't want to have to take care of the llamas, and I don't know, it said feed them, and then they can be led away places, and I have not seen that. So either the internet's wrong, or I'm doing it wrong, or the llamas are just stubborn. Or it doesn't work that way in creative mode. I don't know. I can imagine that it doesn't work in creative mode. You're like, it works, but you gotta do it in non-creative mode. But that just doesn't seem. That doesn't seem like something they should have put in the game if they did. Actually, I think we ought to start over here since we got extra time. Hmm. Anyway, like I said, we're gonna go and try to bring this over to those stairs as well. It's gonna take a while. It's probably gonna take more than tomorrow. I mean, the rest of today and then tomorrow. I'm sure of that. So, I had the problem the other day, I want to say Friday, that we were getting low on Cheetos. And I have Cheetos every morning. So, we're running low on Cheetos, but I didn't go down. Well, I didn't go down the aisle, but I didn't see any Cheetos. So either they were moved to a different spot or they're just not going to have them anymore. Hmm. Kind of thinking bring that down a little bit more. And, like if I bring that down a little bit more, then I could bring all of this down to that level and give the animals an easy way to get onto the stairs. And, I set it up to where it's an easy on and off. So it shouldn't be too bad for them. But I don't know how to, I don't know how to set it up to where the both doors open at the same time. Because in theory, both of them are supposed to open at the same time, but they don't always. And then the animal thinks it can't get through. I'm specifically thinking of the cow. That's a llama. I distinctly heard a cow. So my husband was asking me how's this progressing things, and you know, it's supposed to look like it's supposed to look like an ocean. It's not supposed to look like this where there's land right underneath it. But, as long as I can get it to where there's definitely going to be no more animals and wandering traders and stuff spawning down here, then it should be fine. So normally I turn on my light in the morning, and I didn't do that either. And for all of you who do not know, this is the world that my books take place in. Part of it, anyway. I have to say part of it because not all of it is here. Fictional Australia is not here, and the fictional France is actually built in my just because file, and I would be sad if I lost it. There used to be a time that when when you put doors up, the animal would go through thinking that they're getting away with something, And it just doesn't happen anymore. That's not okay. Did I just... Oh my goodness. Had a video playing and then... Oh yeah, I didn't watch that. Okay. Anyway. The video is more than 15 minutes long, I think. So, if the video is more than 15 minutes long, then I should be able to get it. It's playing silently in the background. And that, though, one of the Professor of Rock ones. I think I messed up and lost something for Dreamlight Valley, but I don't think it's going to be too bad because I was trying to get it to where the newest stuff would be at the bottom and the oldest stuff was at the top so we could watch that first. And I don't think I did that somehow. Because I was watching stuff for the Cowboy Dream Snap. And if I was watching them in the order that I needed to watch them in, that probably shouldn't have happened. Yeah, so. Anyway, I'm going to watch them all and then catch up on my YouTube. I've been playing those in the background while I'm working on my story, and I found out that you can, slide the thing, slide the volume for the YouTube video and make it softer or louder, whatever. And I've been making it softer because it won't distract me so much, in theory. Okay, so I've just discovered I need to go upstairs. I don't know how I'm gonna do that and in this stream. I mean, we're not ready to end the stream yet, but we're getting there. Okay, so that is something that we could do. There's no animals up there. I'm trying to herd them over here anyway, right? So okay, so I could end, what I'm saying is I could end the stairs right here. It just seems like it would be a good thing to do. Oh, I think I want to make them this. There. Okay, I think we can do that and it'd be perfectly fine. So there's this tune that just popped into my head. It's on the movie The Cutting Edge. And that movie, okay, it has the guy, he was playing hockey, and he's for the US Olympic team, but he got hit a little too hard in the head, and so he's got he's got I think the guy said he lost 6 degrees of vision in his in one of his eyes, so he would not be able to play hockey because you need to be able to basically see everywhere at once, even behind you, in hockey. But the good news is that it would not mess up his vision for being an ice skater. Yeah, a figure skater. Oops. Sorry, Llama, I missed. I did not mean to unalive you. Now, if the Wandering Traitor does not get his little butt up here, and go over there. Oh, that's not going to work. No, he's got to go over there because I want him to go over here. See? He agrees. As soon as I said that, he goes, uh-huh. So, yeah. He's annoying. Very annoying. My husband is not repeating, saying what the Wandering Trader keeps saying, which is, uh-huh. Yeah. And if he somehow got into the water again, I'm gonna be really mad. Get your little booty on the... I don't know how I'm going to do that. Is there a way I could do this? Oh, okay. Oh, that's not what I meant then. Is it? I meant down there, down there, down there, down there. Oh, we're gonna have a problem then. That's okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, so we're setting this up. Never mind, we'll just take this out and hope that they do what I want them to do. Oh, well, I gotta have it here because I don't want him going off, into the water. But if he goes off into the water, we can just unalive him. I know, I just said that. So, what? Well, he's been Freddy Krueger this whole time, so he just comes back. Yeah, unalive him because he wasn't listening in the first place, and he comes back. Yeah, so my son went and put a, I don't know what you call it, so I'm gonna call it Power of Unaliving. And, he put that on there, last year or the year before that, something like that. And it's still on me, apparently. I do not understand. What? Oh, my husband's saying maybe it's a permanent effect. No maybes about it. Oh, he says no maybes about it. Whatever. Usually potions in Minecraft are not permanent. Well, anyway, whatever's going on, I don't necessarily like it because that means I can one-shot everything. Now, will that be on my character if I went into a survival world? I don't know. And if so, that would be so cool. I could go and get one of the achievements. It was, I don't know, because the computer people seem to be getting their achievements, and I think that some of the stuff that they do is cheating. Not sure, but... Oh, see, that kind of looks like... Because the... Oh, okay, I don't see the moon. But anyway, the light is showing over here, right? It looked like there was a cave here. I don't know why it looked like there was a cave there, because there's not. But, yeah, it looked like there was a cave there. Very odd. Well, the good news is that after this is done, I won't have to worry if the wandering trader's in the water anymore. I'm just gonna let him drown, because it's gonna be an ocean. kind of creepy. It looked like I was going toward a jungle or something. Okay, so. Oh. Okay, and then why was I just thinking Augie Doggy and Doggy Daddy? Those were two Hanna-Barbera characters. I don't remember them have their own show, but maybe they did. That is not true. Do you have Sam? And I do not have Sam, so Sam is upstairs. Well, logic dictates that he's probably upstairs. Okay, so I write books and they're available on Amazon in hardback, paperback, and ebook. Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times, they are all $26 for the hardback. Esperanza's Party is $24 for the hardback. The Island is $25 for the hardback. Lessons in Love is $27 for the hardback. And unfortunately, Adopted Coral is not available in hardback at this time. Now, assuming that I can gather all the same photos and, make it good this time instead of a little funky, I would like to go and take Coral and Ben's book and put them together. And then I'd end up putting Sam and Bobby's book together. Maybe that will qualify for a hardback. I'm not sure yet. So Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times, Esperanza's Party at the Island, Lessons in Love are all $20 for the paperback. On the other hand, Adopted Coral is only $6, which I think is a wonderful bargain because most of the retail store books nowadays have been starting out at $10. I mean, I could understand the ones with a voice chip in them or, the sound chips, to where it's like, you go and turn the page and it really does go ting or or um or it's like, yeah, yeah, what is that actually called? Old MacDonald. Or like it's Old MacDonald and, when it's pig pig, it goes or when it goes cat cat, meow meow, of course they make a real meow sound. Cats do not actually say meow unless you teach them to, because my husband did actually teach Sam to say meow. It's kind of funny. I say cats don't say meow, and adult cats do actually talk to each other verbally. No matter what other people might tell you. Especially the one person I had to go and tell him, and he hasn't said it but once since that I've noticed. Um, my two boys, um, my two boys actually do call each other by name for one. Well, Ben's having a little bit of a hard time saying Sam for some reason. I think Sam would be so easy to say. It just doesn't sound clear, you can tell he's saying Sam, but it's not clear. So, like, somebody that came to visit the house probably wouldn't have any idea what he's saying. And he doesn't always say Sam. He'll let out a meow calling his brother, but he doesn't always say Sam. And Ben is probably a hard name for Sam to say, but he says it pretty good when he says it. He does his best. But that's kind of funny because he can say hi, hello. He's been known to say nuh-uh. It's funny. Having a black cat is not a curse. It's actually really fun sometimes because, he did teach himself these English words. These words in English, he taught himself. So, like, he wanted Mama to be able to understand him. But the problem is that, we'd say, hi, Sam, and he'd say, hello, and we figured out years later that the reason why he does that is because he thought that that's what you do. Because that's what we did to him. And he's like, he put two and two together and was like, okay, that's how we do it. Fine. Okay, so if you're watching me on Twitch right now, please follow and chat. And if you're watching me on YouTube right now, please like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and please get those valid public watch hours up. Please buy my books. And as soon as we're done with these 4 rows here, we'll end the stream. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that it was bigger than it. Okay, anyway, as soon as we finish this section. Dang. Then I can go on YouTube and finish watching the Dreamlight Valley stuff. I've got some stuff. I think it's in there twice. I'm not sure. Like it's ready for me to watch right now, and then it's ready for me to watch right now, and then it'll be played to remind me what happened later. But yeah. Okay, so dang. Oh, okay. Well, this we can take out. Oh, I said we're gonna end it. Yep. I said we're gonna end it. Okay. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Okay, he's a jerk. How did he get back over here? Oh, 'cause he jumped from here to there. Yeah, but if there's an animal, I need at least 2 spaces. Okay. There. I think we've got it set up pretty good now. Wait, I didn't fix it. Oh, see? 1, 2. No! There. So, yeah. Hoping the sheep gets the memo. Come on. Keep going. He knows he's going to be stuck. Okay, he knows he's going to be stuck. How is that a dumb setup? Oh. Okay. Let's see if we can set this up real quick to, oops, right there. There. You know, I always say take me with a grain of salt, when I say I'm going to end the stream, because I quite often inevitably find something else that needs to be done. But I think we've got it to where... No, we don't. Hold on. There. We got it to where the sheep can go and go right in there. Think we're good. Where'd the sheep go? That's not the sheep I saw. Sheep I saw was a whole different color. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, come on. See, the sheeps and the cows, you know, I can go and get them to follow me with the wheat. But there was another sheep. Maybe it fell in the crevice there. Oh, I hope not. Let's see. Hi! Bobby's with me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's no sheep down there. That's not the sheep I meant to rescue, but it worked. And, I start pushing and he runs. Okay. Okay. I will see you in the next stream or video. Hi, Bobby. Wabba wabba.